This video highlights the 2021 Targeted Review submission process. We'll discuss what a targeted review is, as well as walk through requesting and monitoring a targeted review via the QPP website. Targeted review is the process through which QPP participants can request that CMS review their final score and MIPS payment adjustment. You have 60 days to request a targeted review from the publication of MIPS payment adjustments. While you have 60 days to complete your request, you should submit a targeted review as soon as possible if you identify an error with your MIPS performance feedback and payment adjustment. This will help ensure that the correct payment adjustment is applied to your claims from the start of the 2023 payment year. These are examples of valid and invalid reasons to request a targeted review. Issues related to inaccurate, unusable, or otherwise compromised data don't fall under the scope of a targeted review and will be denied. If you're requesting performance category reweighting because of this, please contact the QPP Service Center. You can pause this recording now to review these examples more closely, or review them in the 2021 Targeted Review User Guide on the QPP Resource Library. Before you sign into the system, prepare yourself for the targeted review process. First, you'll need to identify who will request the targeted review. You'll be able to identify additional people to access or receive updates about the targeted review. Next, make sure to create a Harp account if you don't have one already. You don't need a specific role to submit a targeted review request. Finally, gather identifying information and supporting documentation. Collect the clinician, group, virtual group, or APM entities identifying information, such as taxpayer identification number and national provider identifier, as well as any documentation that supports your targeted review. Sign in to the QPP website. From the homepage, click Targeted Review from the left-hand navigation. From here, you will click Add New Targeted Review. At this point, you'll be presented with a list of valid and invalid targeted review examples. Please take a moment to review these. If any of the invalid reasons are applicable to your situation, do not submit a targeted review, and instead contact the QPP Service Center for assistance. After reviewing the examples, click Continue. The application type for your targeted review will be based on the level of the issue or concern. For example, if you're an individual clinician receiving the group's final score and have concerns about the group's final score, then you'd select Group as the application type because the concerns are about the calculation of the final score and payment adjustment assigned to the group. Pay close attention to this selection. Selecting the wrong application type may result in a denial, or you may have to restart the targeted review submission process all over again. If you're unsure which application type to select, please contact the QPP Service Center. Once you've selected the application type, you'll be prompted to provide the relevant identifying information. For purposes of this demonstration, we'll complete a targeted review request for an individual clinician. After selecting individual as the application type, I'm asked to provide the clinician's National Provider Identifier, or NPI. Next, I'll click Save and Continue. While filling out your targeted review, required fields are indicated by a red asterisk. Complete fields as you work your way down the targeted review application. First, you'll select the applicable group practices name from the drop-down list. New for this year, you must select the reporting option for this targeted review. Traditional MIPS is the original reporting option, where you select your quality measures and improvement activities. The APM Performance Pathway, or APP, is a new reporting option with specified quality measures. It's only available to MIPS APM participants and is required for a shared savings program ACOs. If applicable, you may enter a Service Center ticket number if you contacted the QPP Service Center about the same concern as your targeted review. Enter your phone number email address, and then specify your relationship to the clinician, group, or APM entity from the provided list. In the additional access field, you can identify others who should receive notifications about the status of the targeted review by entering their email address. If there's a Harp account tied to the email address you enter, that person will also be able to sign in and access the targeted review application. Next, select the performance categories affected by your targeted review concern. You may also review your final score and performance feedback via the provided link if needed. At any point throughout the targeted review request process, you can select Save and Close to safely save your progress and return later to complete your request. Back on the targeted review home screen, you can monitor the status of any request you've submitted, as well as withdraw or cancel it. Click View Details to open the targeted review. It's important to monitor your targeted review daily. Sign in and check whether the staff member reviewing your targeted review has added any comments or requested any additional documentation. If additional information or documentation is requested, it must be received by CMS within 30 days of this request. You'll also receive an email notification if a comment has been added by the staff member reviewing your targeted review. Use the comments function to communicate directly with the staff member reviewing your request. It's not necessary to contact the QPP Service Center to request an update or provide information about your targeted review request. For more information about the targeted review process, please review the 2021 Targeted Review User Guide available on the QPP Resource Library. This demonstration is now concluded.